Okay, so the F-16s. So you notice how little we've heard about that? How little we've heard about that. Okay? The Russians right now have basically learned that they do not have air superiority. That the technology that's now starting to take effect has taught them a valuable lesson, okay, that their best airplanes cannot just do whatever they want. But the F-16s, they're also going to be subjected to the Buk systems and the 300s and 400s. But those are now, as soon as you have an F-16 in the air, and that system locks onto that F-16, it's going to be eating a harm. It's going to take a harm right up the old caboose, baby. Okay? Done fucking deal. And what will happen in Donetsk and those areas where they had these systems set up, what's going to happen there is the same thing that happened in Iraq. These guys are going to be afraid to turn their systems on. They're already shooting their fucking commanders and surrendering in droves. They don't have the moral law on their side. So we have to continue to support Ukraine. Because I can tell you who's going to cave first. Okay? The Russian economy is overheating. Fucking Vladimir Putin has decided, I'm just going to be president again. We know that that election's not going to be a real election. People like Mulvaney have fucking disappeared off the face of the earth. Let me tell you, I would like to address some of the Russians on the front line. You guys have seen nothing. You have seen nothing. Okay? Until you've watched 4 JDAM, 2,000-pound JDAMs go off, you've seen nothing. Nothing. These large troop formations, when you see clustering munitions launched from an F-16, we're not talking about artillery shells that have 20 or 30, submunitions. We're talking about thousands. The Russians have no fucking idea what's going to happen when F-16s come into the theater and start using anti-radiation missiles, dropping long-range glide bombs. They have no fucking idea what's coming. I guarantee you that the Russians have no idea what's coming. That their commanders and their press and their propaganda, they're not talking, they don't want to talk about it. This is what they're saying. If you give them F-16s, we're gonna blow up Poland. You see the reaction you're getting, right? The same reaction you get from any fucking bully. So I can tell you right now, when F-16s enter the theater, it is chime time, okay, for the Russian forces that are there. They've seen nothing. They have no fucking idea what 4 2,000-pound JDAMs look like going off. Nothing. Okay? You get an F-16 up at 25,000 feet, going Mach 1, dropping glide bombs. The range of those weapons is going to outdistance pretty much anything that the Russians have seen so far. That's why they're so scared of the F-16, one of our antiquated, outdated fucking airplanes. And they're talking about starting shit with NATO? Are you fucking kidding me? Really? What would Russia do if NATO decided, okay, well, guess what? You know what? We're tired of you fucking threatening us. Just the aircraft that they could bring to bear against the forces that are invading Ukraine. You know what? I'm thinking the war's over in 6 months. Done fucking deal. Russians moving out of fucking Crimea like a traffic jam. The F-16s, one of our outdated aircraft, are terrifying the fucking Russians. Okay? So when they start talking shit I want you to understand, okay, that they don't even contemplate that fucking raider, that stealth raider coming in and doing damage. They don't even consider, they don't even want to think about that. Trust me. Okay, Ukraine has held them to a standstill for 2 years. 2 years without aircraft like the F-16 with its capabilities. They are fucking terrified of that airplane because of what it's going to bring to the battlefield. Terrified. And that is the bottom end of what the United States could bring to a war, a conventional war with Russia. They wouldn't stand a chance. It would be over in a matter of fucking weeks. Okay? Because, you see, Moscow's not used to having 25 or 30 fucking aircraft dropping 200 or 300 2,000-pound bombs on their fucking cities. Blowing their fucking cities to the ground like they're doing in Ukraine. You see, their civilian population feels insulated because they're lied to 24/7. Okay? As soon as buildings start falling down in Moscow, okay, Vladimir Putin's term as supreme leader is fucking done. So, no, I would not, I don't fear the Russians whatsoever. The Ukrainians have shown us their weapons are shit, their commanders are shit, their fucking battle plans are shit, their armor is shit, their ammunition is shit, okay? What they have is bodies. That's what Ukraine does not have. But we can make up for that with full force multiplying equipment. Okay, so if you're a Republican and you're like, what about us? They don't fucking understand that half the states that these dumbasses, okay, are benefiting from giving Ukraine weapons. Their factories are now churning shit out again instead of being idle. Because they're fucking stupid as the Russians. They have no fucking concept of reality. None. It's all about fucking the good old boy, fucking white-haired, fucking racist goddamn Republicans. That's what it's about. Frustrates me as an American, okay? Because I consider myself an average American. I'm an independent. And I don't give a fuck who runs for president as a Democrat. I'm voting for them. And I'm voting down ticket Democrat because the Republican Party needs to be fucking disposed of. They're not helping anybody. They're just they're clinging to fucking power like the cat. Hang in there, baby. Frustrating for me. It's frustrating for me, right? Okay? As far as I'm concerned, the war in Russia right now, they could be fleeing, literally fleeing for their fucking lives if the United States gave the Ukrainians everything they're asking for. I don't know how many tanks the Russians have left from the 1950s, okay? But you don't need to waste Javelin missiles on them anymore, okay? Let's give them 50,000 drones. Let's have the United States, because I can tell you right now that the American public has no idea the drone technology the United States has been working on. We're not stupid. What happened is happening with drone warfare and, it's an all new battlefield. It's all new. That's fucking bullshit. Okay, the United States is way ahead of that. We're way ahead of that. Okay, I remember almost 12 years ago seeing a robot with a sniper rifle on it with a smart bullet that was capable of killing somebody 3 miles away. Every shot, every fucking round. Okay, glide bomb technology, JDAM technology, when that hits the battlefield in Russia, they're fucking done. Okay? Because I know you've seen cluster munitions that are delivered by artillery. But if you're not sure, what I want you to do is go look at the cluster munitions that are delivered by aircraft. And I think you're going to find it's a totally different animal. That's what the Iraqis found out Second largest fucking military in the world, and they were surrendering by the fucking thousands because they understood, holy fuck. I am all for giving Ukraine 6 or 7 B-52 bombers. I'm all for it as an American. Fuck yeah, give them the B-52s. Let's load that thing up with 120 fucking JDAMs, glide bombs. I'm all for it. Okay? When F-16s get there with HARM missiles, those fucking anti-aircraft systems will start shutting down. Crews will not. Crews know that the minute they turn that on, that fucking HARM knows exactly where they are. Not relatively where they are. If that missile locks onto that radar system, it immediately has a GPS coordinate and it is fucking done. And like the Iraqis, you're going to see the Russians are not going to want to turn on their air defenses. Okay? So, people tend to forget what happened in Desert Storm in the opening hours. What we were able to accomplish. We destroyed, in a matter of fucking days, the second largest army in the world and drove into their fucking downtown. And that's why Russia right now, because they're so shitty at everything except for sacrificing their young men and women, they're so shitty at everything because they've spent the last 30 years attempting to be the shittiest, crappiest fucking military on the planet because everyone was getting rich. It was quite a fucking time for all them generals and colonels and anyone that could steal shit. My understanding is that the morphine disappeared from every fucking tank they had in a relatively short period of time. I could tell you a story about that working at Matson Shipyard when I was 19 years old. I worked at Matson Shipyard. And that's the first thing they did was they took all the medical kits out of the tanks before we shored them into the bottoms of these ships. Because they were having problems with the morphine disappearing. So, yeah, no, the F-16 is going to make all the difference in the world. And the more they get, the better they're going to be. And, you know, when Russians start losing their aircraft to other less superior aircraft, but far superior air-to-air ordnance, it's fucking over. It's over. What they're doing now with their jets is basically almost fucking laughable, where they're going up and then they're just chucking fucking munitions blindly at Ukrainian positions. So, if you're a Russian, I want you to know the truth. I know you're not going to hear this because Russia would never allow this to be heard in Russia. Okay? But your shit is going to get fucking smoked. It's coming. Okay? You better do what you can do this winter because it's obvious how bad you suck when a country that you're actually literally fucking bordered with, it's not like you got to cross the Atlantic Ocean the way we did. The goddamn people are right there and you can't do shit. They've fought you to a standstill. It shows you how badly the Russians suck. Okay? And now you got these guys that are just basically just shooting their fucking commanders when the guy teases them. And they're surrendering in droves. Okay? People are calling the hotline, I want to live. And worse, even worse, is the insurgency that has started up inside Russia. Where you have thousands of miles inside the fucking border from Ukraine, tunnels and trains are being blown up. They're fucked. They're fucked. Okay? We just need to continue supporting Ukraine. It's as simple as that. If you're a Republican, don't be a fucking dumbass. Your party is headed for destruction in 2024. I know you don't understand that. And I know you think, oh, we're the fucking majority because everybody's a right-wing Christian fucking nigger hater. Trust me. I've been there. I watched all of my black friends get the shit beat out of them by cops while they left me alone. they would catch us behind the liquor store. They fucking actually took a friend of mine and held him up against the wall with a fucking baton and fucking gut punched him about 6 or 7 times. They left me alone. Didn't fucking lay a hand on me. I've seen it my whole life, okay? So I understand the Republican Party better than the Republican Party understands itself, because I was a Republican when the Republican Party was full of Republicans. Now it's full of goddamn batshit crazy fucking idiot morons who can't think their way out of a wet paper bag. It's your end is coming in 24. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to be over for you guys. Okay? So the sane Republicans should, they should step forward now. Now is your opportunity, okay, to step forward and say, you know what? 90% of the money that's being spent for Ukraine is creating jobs in the United States. Show me that you are a Republican and I may vote for you. Okay, but I'm not voting for any lying, batshit, crazy, space laser fucking morons. It's not going to happen. Okay? And I believe we need 2 healthy political parties. Healthy. Not people standing behind a goddamn president who wants to be fucking dictator. Okay. So, I feel a little bit better now. Okay? But I woke up frustrated this morning after reading the news. Some of the shit Republicans are saying. They're not Republicans. They're not Republicans. They don't even know what the fucking term means. I swear to God, they don't, okay? They don't. It's like socialism and democracy. They can't tell the difference, okay? So, Russia, get ready, because I don't think you've seen one aircraft dropping 4 2,000-pound JDAMs on hardened positions. I think once they get a look at that, yeah.